Hey folks, it's Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. This time on Oblivion. And this is a film that I have not seen since it came out, and I still like this movie. Now, I'm a fan of Tom Cruise. I know the whole Scientology thing. I don't really know much about Scientology other than Battlefield Earth sucked and something to do with aliens. That's all I cared to really give a shit about Scientology. But I think Tom Cruise is a good actor. Overall, I liked Jack Reacher. That's one I need to pick up on DVD sometime. Uh, the last Mission Impossible film, Road Nation, I actually liked. Didn't care for Ghost Protocol, but I liked Road Nation. I think that was the last one that came out. Edge of Tomorrow I loved. I would say of all the sci-fi films Tom Cruise has done, Edge of Tomorrow is the best one, in my opinion. But I also enjoyed War of the Worlds with Steven Spielberg. And Minority Report, I don't know, this one I need to watch again sometime. But this I liked. And I don't think this film did that well. It probably did alright worldwide. But I know this had about a $120 million budget. Only made about $89 million in the US. From last I looked up. And it's directed by... oh, what's his name? Joe Kosinski, who did Tron Legacy. Now, Tron Legacy is a film that I like the music, I like the visuals. When I first saw it, I really enjoyed it for the visuals and music. But of course, I was not too familiar with Tron, and I didn't grow up with Tron. I saw Tron maybe once or twice in my life by the Tron Legacy came out. Since then, I have seen Tron a few more times, and I like Tron. So then when you watch Tron Legacy and you go, yeah, the lead guy, Bruce Boxleitner, he's in it for 30 seconds and dies. Yeah, that is bullshit. Fuck this movie. That is bullshit. I mean, it's like, fuck, I mean, it is like Han Solo dying, the fuck awakens, and that is bullshit. I mean, or Luke Skywalker running like a bitch in The Force Awakens, runs away. Or Superman run away like a bitch in Buttman versus Somber Man. Or Man of Steel Boner. I know I just pissed off like 50 people, but hey, that's what I'm here for, right? But I mean, yeah, Tron Legacy, that does suck. The story does suck in that movie. So, but I like this movie. I do like this film. The story, I know that's what the critics didn't like, that it's a visually good-looking movie, and it is. It's a beautiful movie. Tom Cruise does a great job, and he does. He's a very solid actor. Born on the 4th of July. It's a great acting performance. But I think he did a great job in Edge of Tomorrow. But that one has much more action and a very interesting story of the Groundhog Day, reliving the day. That one is much more exciting film. Like, this film is not wall-to-wall action. And I feel the film did not need to be 2 hours and 4 minutes. It feels a bit long for the story, which is... I don't think there's enough story for an over 2-hour movie. So I can understand why some critics had problems with it, but I still don't see it getting a thumbs down. It's a simple story, but it was a story I still liked. The twists and turns you're going to see coming if you know a lot about science fiction, or if you've seen a lot of sci-fi or movies in general, so it's not like the most surprising twists and turns. But I still liked it. I still liked the story. I thought it was told fine enough, and it's a visually great-looking movie. The actors all did their jobs well. Tom Cruise, Morgan Freeman, can't pronounce the name, Olga Kurylenko. I thought they all did perfectly fine. And the music is very well done as well. And fucking sticker on the back of this, so I gotta look it up. But I think I know who the music. I just want to make sure. Oh no, it's M83 who did the music. I guess I thought it was the ones from Tron Legacy, but no, this is a different one. Yeah, M83. I thought they did a beautiful job on the music. It's a French electronic band. Yeah, French electronic band. M83. Yeah, they used Daft Punk for Tron Legacy. They did a beautiful job on the score. Definitely a big plus for the movie. And again, it's a beautiful looking film, gorgeous flick. And, again, the films that the guy directed, I think, is definitely the better one. It's not a prequel, remake, sequel. That also helps as well for a big budget movie. And supposedly it's 2077, and Tom Cruise gives his narration about how Earth's been devastated by this war with this alien invader, and we start off in the aftermath. And he talks about how there are these enemies called scavengers, and Tom Cruise and this other woman are there to pretty much fix stuff, fix their security and drone maintenance. So he's pretty much a maintenance worker, find drones, fix them, drones that seek out these alien scavengers. Which I like the drones. They remind me of a video game. I'm trying to remember what video. I think, what was that fucking game? What was that game called? The one that says the cake is a lie. Portal. Yeah, they look like the things in Portal. I haven't played the game, but I've seen playthroughs. Like these things. I swear they look like something that I'd see in Portal, the video game. Which I'm fine with. But yeah, I think these drones were pretty cool design. Well, I don't know if they just stole them from that game, but they look cool. Tom Cruise's ship, which it's a bubble part that could go in a 360, it could go 180 while it's flying. He can turn around, shoot, go back. I like that ship, this one here. But yeah, Tom Cruise is having memories of this woman and in the city and overlooking the skyline, and he doesn't know what exactly they're about. You have some beautiful shots. Again, CGI that works very well. Like the moon that's been broken up in the sky, the Pentagon that's been bombed out, this amusement park that's fucked up, and there's a lot of clouds or smoke. These rigs that are taking the water out for energy for, he believes that, or at least he's told him and this woman he's working with, that Earth is on another moon, and they're also in this space station called the Tet, and that after they clean up and get the resources of the water, that they can leave, and that they have 2 weeks left. And so Tom Cruise is doing his job. Some nice little touches, like in his bubble ship, he has his little bobblehead named Bob. While repairing drones, he's chewing gum and using to fix some of them, kind of like what a blue-collar guy would do. Talks about this game he heard from the Super Bowl, and he cycles through the wastelands, and in the wastelands there's these battleships sunken into the dirt. And the first time he meets these scavengers in the movie, he goes into this sinkhole to fix another drone, and this place with a lot of books, and there's a trap that pulls him back, and he shoots it off and tries to go back the hole, but drops down. And this drone, there's these scavengers, and the drone comes in and just tears shit up. It shows how dangerous these drones are, and just very efficient. And again, very well done special effects. I will repeat that. But it doesn't shoot Tom Cruise because he recognizes him as one not to terminate. And he finds this book and takes it with him. And the girl that's working with him, she's pretty much a uptight bitch. Like, Tom Cruise gives her this flower, she immediately takes it and throws it away off the... Like, they live in this tower in the sky, and she just throws it off, and so talks about regulations, and there could be something in there, and just a total uptight bitch. But, She's a stickler for procedures, I should say. And by just you get the idea they're kind of lovers. She sort of seduces him into this swimming pool that's in their tower in the sky. And one day, one of those big rigs sucking up, I believe it's one of those rigs sucking up the ocean, explodes. Again, beautiful looking visuals. He goes out to check it out. There's some antennas shooting a signal off planet. He goes in. He goes to Secret Haven, which is sort of a cabin in the woods. A good version. And there's like fish there and stuff he's collected, trinkets he's collected, records that he plays, classic music. He has like Pink Floyd and Blue Oyster Cult, and I forget which song he's playing, but it's a decent song. And he's shooting some hoops. Yeah, he dreams of this girl. He chats this again. This memory of this girl that keeps popping in his head. And you find out that the antenna that was going off-site is these pods that crash. And he investigates, and there's humans in them. And the drones are starting to kill all of them, and he sees a girl that he's been seeing in his dreams and saves her. And one thing leads to another, able to wake her up. And she's like, oh, I gotta get my flight recorder. And they go there. Tom Cruise gets knocked up. Well, knocked out. If he got knocked up, that'd be a different movie. That'd be the sci-fi fusion version of Junior with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Tom Cruise with an alien baby. Is that what Scientology is? Knocked out, not knocked up. Can be a different movie. Brad, you wouldn't see it coming, but you don't want to see that either. But big surprise? Not really. Even when I first saw this, I knew this was not a surprise. That the scabs are really humans, and there's Morgan Freeman. Of course, if you saw the trailer, they pretty much tell you in the trailer anyway, but it's pretty easy to figure out, because you know there's going to be some twist to it. Because it's not going to be that simple of just two people fixing drones and shit, and, oh, here's some creatures we gotta shoot. Rinse, repeat. So, of course, the scabs, they're not the aliens, they are the humans, and Morgan Freeman telling Tom Cruise everything you've been told is a lie. The Tet is not a space station, it's actually the enemy. We didn't win the war. This is what's left of us. The war's still going on. And Morgan Freeman lets him and the girl go and says, if you go in the radiation zone, you'll find the truth. And pretty much the girl tells Tom Cruise that the Tet was our mission from when I was up there 60 years ago, because she was in a, what do you call it? I guess cryo. I'll just call her cryo. Kind of like the cryopod and Alien and Aliens. Frozen in time. Pretty much tells them that, that was our mission, and that thing up there is that space station. That was an alien object, and that I'm your wife. That's why you have memories of me. But I thought the scene was nicely acted by both of them, especially Tom Cruise. And Tom Cruise goes back with his wife, and the girl that he was working with fucks him over, tells the Ted, we're not an effective team, but she doesn't know exactly what's going on, so the drone comes up and kills her. About ready to kill Tom Cruise, and the drone gets shot by his wife. Again, it's not an action film, so I think if people went into this expecting an action movie, they'd be disappointed. Because here you did one of the only action scenes where these three drones chase after Tom Cruise and his wife, and Tom Cruise is in this ship. And it's a fun, entertaining, exhilarating scene. Greatly done visually, smooth work. No shaky cam. It wasn't confusing. But I mean, it's not like the best thing ever. It's not anything you see in Star Wars or any of that. But it's a nice little scene. Action sequence. I thought it was well done. Fucks up some of the drones, including the last one where he's got to take his pistol, aim, gets a bullseye and hits it. That was a cool bit. Destroys them, has to land in the radiation zone, comes up, and the other twist, which I don't know if I saw this coming when I first saw this. I don't think I did, because I never thought of it. I just didn't think of it. Maybe I should have, and I'm sure other people did. Yeah, I just didn't think of it. Because the other twist is, well, and again, I don't know why I didn't think of it, because it's the only logical thing. Tom Cruise is a clone. And this other guy they sent down is the next clone. And later on when he goes back to that tower, it's the next clone of that girl. And she's, of course, she doesn't remember anything because it wasn't really her. But yeah, it's a clone of Tom Cruise. And they get in a little fight, and older Tom Cruise, or I don't know, previous Tom Cruise beats up the new Tom Cruise and knocks him out. Finds out his wife's been shot. Goes back up to get some supplies. Again, finds out that the other girl's been replaced as well with another clone. Fixes his wife up. A nice little scene with Tom Cruise. I'm not him. I have his memories, but I'm not him. Nicely acted sequence. And pretty much goes up to Morgan Freeman's crew, and even Morgan Freeman admits, if I told you the truth, you would have not believed me. And hey, Morgan Freeman, nice to see him in there. I like him as an actor. He's a great actor. Always nice to see him in. Believe me, he's been in some shitty sci-fi films. Transcendence with Johnny Depp, that's a shitty film. That's a boring film as well. This is a good one, I think. And Morgan Freeman sort of tells what happened, how Tom Cruise was an astronaut, and he was on the mission that his wife was on, and later on in the movie we see that he jettisoned that so they'd be safe, but Tom Cruise and the girl got caught, and then they cloned them, and thousands of Tom Cruise killed the world, which for a lot of people that'd be a nightmare. Holy shit, an army of Tom Cruise! I'm sure there's a lot of people who'd be like, yep, that's nightmare fuel. They killed us with his teeth. They blinded us with his white teeth. Oh, shit, his perfect smile. The best part would have been, he killed everybody with a cocktail. He's making cocktails, and everybody, oh, shit, he's killing people with a cocktail. That's a movie I haven't seen forever, but he's, oh shit, no, not the cocktail. Now I'm just picturing 1,000 Tom Cruises killing the world with cocktails. Just with bottles and just throwing people faces and just, making drinks. All to the music of Donna Kokomo. Iago, Miro, da ba da ba da. That's sad. I'm making myself laugh for no damn reason. But pretty much the plan is program a drone, send a nuke up there, blow it up, Independence Day style, pretty much. And some drones come up there, killing people. Humans fuck them up. Again, probably technically the second action scene in the movie, really. I mean, this, again, if you're going into an action movie, it's not the case. And this is really the second true, and all, well, yeah, it's pretty much 2 action scenes. I guess if you want to think of the other scene where the drone came in and fucked up people when Tom Cruise went in that sinkhole, so you just say 3. But humans fuck up. Even Morgan Freeman gets into, with guns a-blazing, shooting up a drone. But we don't actually see him blow it up. We just see him shooting it, and I guess we just assume he blew it up. But yeah, they fuck you up, and then he's like, well, the drone we're going to send up is fucked up, but I'll send it there personally. And the wife's like, I'll join you, because they knew about me, and they want me up theirs. But then later on we found out Tom Cruise tricked her and actually sent her to a safe place. And actually the guy in there is Morgan Freeman. Because Tom Cruise going up, he remembers, or he listens to his flight recorder about what originally happened, and I already explained that. And then comes in, again, beautifully visual. They go in, the ship goes in, you see like thousands of clones of Tom Cruise and the other woman in incubators, water-like substance, and opens up the pod, there's Morgan Freeman, and the thing was named Sally, so he says, fuck you, Sally, blows it up, boom! And then some years pass, and the wife is there, and she has a daughter, and I'm like, did I completely miss the scene where Tom Cruise and this woman fucked? I must have completely just... I'm like, did Tom Cruise and this girl fuck? I don't remember that. How could I know? It must pass right over my head. I must have looked away doing something, then I looked back and that scene played. But of course, you forget there was the other clone. And he finds her, and he has other survivors, and you get the idea that they told him about what was going on. And there's a little girl, and I thought they chose a cute girl, where she's like, oh, who's, like, what'd she say, like, who's that? And it might not sound much, but when you get an annoying kid, even for one line, it's like, ew. This worked out well. Because, oh, that's your father. And Tom Cruise has a nice monologue at the end. And I think that's what made the film work for me, is it is a simple story, but that's not a bad thing with the way movies are nowadays. I don't think you needed 2 hours and 5 minutes to tell it. Or maybe if you wanted to make it 2 hours and 5 minutes, maybe sprinkle a couple more action scenes throughout, maybe. Or just cut some stuff down to not make it over 2 hours long. Again, the twists and turns, at least some of them are not really that surprising. And I think some people would label this well, there's nothing really original to it. But I thought it was a well-done movie. The story I was fine with. The visuals were beautiful to look at. The acting were solid, especially Tom Cruise. The score fit the film like a glove. And it's just a good film. It's a film that I kept watching. And I wasn't really bored with it. I just feel it's a little bit too long for the minimal story it has. And so maybe if like 15 minutes were cut out, maybe that would help people's enjoyment out of it. But overall, I think it was a good movie. Tom Cruise does a very good job as the lead. Again, beautiful visuals. The music, I'm pretty much repeating everything I just fucking said, but it's sad this film flopped, because I thought this was a pretty damn good flick. Edge of Tomorrow I like more, because that one felt it went at a faster pace, had a story. I liked the story in this, but that story was even more interesting. It was definitely more action-packed, definitely more... This isn't an action film. It's more of just a science fiction film with tiny sprinkles of action. And of course, I just prefer action. But still, if you want a movie that's got a good cast, simple but decent enough story, I don't think the story's that bad. I think people thought it just wasn't that original. Well, I thought it was well told. That's the thing. It's hard to have originality nowadays, but if it's told well enough, I'm fine with it, and this one is. I can't think of anything that really made me mad. The performances, I can't think of a performance that I didn't like. The visuals, again, were top-notch. I don't think any of the effects were shitty. Quite the opposite. Again, a really solid usage of CGI. And I actually wish I would have seen the features, the making of, to see how they shot the visual effects and such. But I fucked up. M83 did a really good job on the score, and yeah, if you're wondering, it has deleted scenes, Destiny, how the epic film was shot, groundbreaking visual effects, the music of M83, and a commentary with Tom Cruise and the director. So that's pretty cool. Did Tom Cruise do a commentary for Edge of Tomorrow? I don't think he did. Which, if that's the case, that sucks, because he did a commentary for this, but not Edge of Tomorrow. I don't remember if he did. If he didn't, that sucks. Again, that sucks, but I gotta look in that. But anyway, I like Oblivion. I think this is a pretty damn good flick. I liked it. And I'm glad to have it in my collection. I think I put this in my top 10 of 2013. I don't know if I made that list, but if I did, I'm sure I put this in there. Unless I had not seen it yet. Because I will admit, well, no, I did see it. One more time, I'm thinking of, fuck, I'm losing my mind. I'm thinking of another movie. Shit. I'm losing my fucking mind. But, even though I'm losing my mind, I still think Oblivion is a pretty good movie. I'm fucking tired. I stayed up too damn late. This is why you don't do reviews so late at fucking night. But, you know, get some sleep. But, I like Oblivion. Okay, I've said it like 50 times now. So, I'll head out. Thanks for watching. Take care. And we'll see you on the next one. Later.